Are you looking for the best horror movies on Netflix right now? It's as wild and as varied as a film genre gets. From indie stories of terror to digital features of killing to highbrow masterpieces about evil. Whatever the brand of horror you're in the mood for, there's something on the service for you.
Rose! Help me! Oh, Rose, baby. Somebody help me!
Netflix's horror library has one of the most critically acclaimed horror films of all time. Rosemary's Baby is impeccably well made on all fronts. It's a true showcase for director Roman Polanski's keen eye. The score is terrific, but most of all, the movie features a real tour de force performance from star Mia Farrow. That's essential for a movie all about the terror facing an expecting mother as she realizes something is seriously wrong with her neighbors. This movie remains so impactful because beneath all the Satanist trappings, the scares are all too real.
Right? And let's ask her. Let's ask the woman that checked us in.
She's already gone, sir.
Then let's ask the ER, right? Because there was a nurse named Ann, there was an orderly, his name was Bruce.
There's been a full shift rotation.
I just want to see my wife and daughter in the back there,
Unless
okay?
I can identify you with the patient,
Similar to 2018's Bird Box, Fractured is a Netflix exclusive horror movie that managed to make a major splash on social media. The film's twist ending has certainly created a major stir. Fractured stars Sam Worthington as a man whose wife and daughter disappear in a hospital, sending him on a desperate quest to prove they ever actually existed in the first place. Is he just crazy, or is there something more sinister at play?
You are not content with the stories, so I was obliged to come. Be my victim.
With a 2020 sequel on the way, it's fitting that you might be in the mood for Bernard Rose's 1992 horror flick, adapted from a Clive Barker short story, which is basically the thinking man's slasher movie. But at the same time, it takes a more cerebral approach to the genre, one heavily rooted in the racially charged history of its Chicago setting. Tony Todd's character may well be the most sympathetic slasher villain ever.
It is still blades and fangs for the visitors, but we are getting lean on time. Now, if you have to shoot, shoot once. If more than once, keep it a tight grouping, because you'll be digging the slugs out yourself.
We're used to Patrick Stewart playing some of the noblest heroes in pop culture, including Professor X and Captain Picard. That makes his unexpected turn as a neo-Nazi gang leader here all the more memorable. Green Room is basically a survival horror movie with the members of a traveling punk band finding themselves fighting for freedom after witnessing a bit too much at their latest gig. As director Jeremy Saulnier's follow-up to Blue Ruin, it's a very different but no less compelling indie horror film.
Boo! Sam?
A family that's too Puritan for 1630s colonial America, which was spectacularly Puritan, is forced to live on their own on the outskirts of the world. Grief, deception, hypocrisy, and religious paranoia take hold, and the family starts tearing each other apart. Robert Eggers' instant modern classic, The Witch, is a masterpiece of mood and captures the historical era with immersive specificity. You'll feel like you're trapped on this farm with these people and going mad right alongside them. And that's our roundup of some of the best horror movies on Netflix right now. Let us know in the comments if we missed one of your favorites. Be sure to also check out our full article on IGN with even more horror movies on Netflix. And if after all these scares you're feeling like watching something a little bit less horrific, check out our recommendations on dramas you should watch on Netflix. And as always, be sure to follow and subscribe to IGN